I'm going to, now that we've had that question, I'm going to go ahead and ask Faye, connect my form to Salesforce. And one of you asked the question earlier, is Faye capable of some quick connector configuration? Yes, and this is one of my favorite features. So to begin with, Faye's going to ask you to authorize your connector. It's going to prompt you there. Faye is always going to hold the user's hand. So if you have users that are relatively new to FormAssembly, this is going to be a great way to get them up and running in the platform faster. So I went ahead and authorized. I'll just confirm, done. And Faye will move on with the process. So Faye is going to bring my form in, and then Faye is going to add a connector step with our new Salesforce workflow connector that we released earlier this year. And then as you'll see, Faye will configure the connector for me. Some really exciting stuff. All right, it's added a thank you message. Some of my favorite parts about Faye, and if you're using AI tools elsewhere, you know that the thinking can be kind of where you go and you get a cup of coffee. But Faye takes actions as it moves, and Faye updates you in this sidebar as it thinks, as it takes actions, and it justifies the actions that it takes. So Faye is actually going to, through my authorized connector, take a look at my Salesforce schema, understanding, of course, that this is a lead form. So it's going to look at my lead object, and then it's going to, using the form fields, then build a connector to Salesforce. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and take a look at our connector step. Authorization done. So here's the configuration. So as you can see, Faye has mapped the FormAssembly field, the FormAssembly form fields to the Salesforce lead object. Now, because my Salesforce environment is not actually built for higher ed, I don't have necessarily a place to put program of interest. So, if I was really going to put this form out into the market, I would go ahead and trim down some of these. It would let you know if it doesn't have a field, a Salesforce field that it would be associated with. It just won't map it, but it does use the context of the field name to decide where to send that information. So some really great stuff. And, if you've spent some time building connectors, you know that it can take some time to just, I want to send over every field, right? We've made that easier with just an adding all forms field, but Faye will now do that mapping for you. Some really fantastic stuff. And yes, and just like our Salesforce workflow connector, it can use custom objects and fields. Thank you for that question. So even though it may feel like forever that I've been talking, this actually took us very little time, right? If you were going to spin up a lead form and connect it to Salesforce, it might take you 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Faye's done all of this in about 4. So the goal of Faye and these updates is to make you a faster, more efficient user of FormAssembly, to get you in and out of the platform that much faster.